SEO for Beginners Training Lesson 1.2. Holistic SEO. Table of Contents. Learning Objectives. 1. What is SEO? 2. What is Holistic SEO? Example, what might an SEO beginner do? 3. Don't use any tricks. Key takeaways. Learning Objectives. In this lesson, you'll learn what the terms SEO and Holistic SEO mean, which actions you should focus on to create a sustainable site that search engines will like, what short-term tricks you shouldn't use for SEO. One. What is SEO? In the previous lesson, we discussed how a search engine works, but why is it important to know about these things? Well, more than a third of people who use a search engine click on the first result. Furthermore, 60% of clicks on the SERP go to the top 3 results, which means it makes a world of difference to belong to this category. To become the best result and increase our chances of being found by our audiences, we need to practice SEO. Good SEO practices will result in visitors that stick around, social media attention, and more sales or ad revenue. We'll elaborate on this at a later point in this document. But first, how do we define SEO? Search engine optimization, SEO, is the profession that attempts to optimize sites to make them appear in a high position in the organic search results. Organic search results mean that these results aren't sponsored. They rankings of organic search results are determined by a search engine algorithm. Although Google's algorithm remains secret, a decade of experience in SEO has resulted in a pretty good idea about the important factors. In our view, the factors in Google's algorithm can be divided into 2 categories. 1. There are on-page factors that decide the ranking of your website. These factors include technical issues, e.g., the quality of your code, and more textual issues, e.g., structure of your site and text, use of words. 2. There are off-page factors. These factors include links from other websites, social media attention, and other marketing activities outside your own website. Two. What is Holistic SEO? At Yoast, we practice what we call Holistic SEO. Holistic means that you look at the bigger picture, and not just the smaller parts on their own. For example, when you're growing plants, you could just water them and put them in the sun. But it's better if you think about the quality of the soil, and how you could prevent them from catching plant flu, too. Your primary goal should be to build and maintain the best possible website. Ranking in Google will come easier if your website is of extremely high quality. Remember Google's mission from the previous lesson? Right, their mission is to index all the world's information and make it universally accessible. In addition to this, Google, of course, wants to make money. To achieve this, they have to make sure people keep using Google. This means that they'll have to show people the results they are looking for. So, if your website is the best in your market, Google wants to rank it high in the results. Permanently ranking well in Google demands an extensive SEO strategy, focused on every aspect of your website and its marketing. The technical side, the user experience, UX, the content on your website, all need to be top-notch. To keep ranking well in Google, you should develop what we call a holistic SEO approach. Just make an awesome website. Yoast has been giving SEO advice for many years now, but our advice has always remained the same. And the advice is simple: you have to make sure your site is really, really awesome. An awesome site incorporates all the aspects we mention on the next page. Don't use any tricks. While some of these tricks might get you ranked quickly, they usually don't work in the long run, and they might even backfire. Google's mission is to build the perfect search engine that helps people find what they are looking for. Making your website and your marketing strategy fit this goal is always the way to go. How do you develop a holistic SEO strategy? What's important to remember is that you should mainly focus on your users and their experience of your site. Sure, you want your site to match what Google's algorithm is looking for, because Google's mission is to find the best result. However, focusing on making a great site for your user will lead to better ranking, because you're offering what they want in the first place. So how can you achieve that?
Holistic SEO is mainly about focusing on your users.
A holistic approach to SEO means you focus on all the following aspects. Proper keyword research. Keyword research means that you find the words your audience uses when they look for products or information you offer. When you know which words your audience uses, you can integrate them in your copywriting. This way, your audience will literally find what they're searching for. Good technical SEO. A user likes a fast site, and so does Google. By practicing good technical SEO, you make it both quicker to load for users, but also more crawlable by Google. A proper site structure will make your site more easy to use, too. A great user experience. By increasing your site speed, you increase user experience, but there's more to it. Your audience won't like a site that's difficult to navigate, or that has confusing content. Try and browse your site from the perspective of a user. Does it feel the way you want it to feel? Writing quality content. By quality content we mean content that is easy to read, to the point, and, most importantly, useful. Your audience wants helpful content that provides them with answers to their questions. A solid social media strategy. There are other platforms that can help you reach people. And the best thing about it is that it will help you rank, too. Invest in a social media strategy in order to create buzz for your website and garner attention. Mobile optimization. Many people browse the web on a mobile phone nowadays. Make sure to research how your website translates to a mobile browser and what you need to do to optimize the mobile user experience. Security. Providing a secure environment for you and your users is important for your trustworthiness. Examples of this are using complicated passwords for your accounts and using HTTPS. Accessibility. Last but not least, you have to make sure your website is accessible for everyone. As a simple example, consider how a blind person would navigate your site. Is it very difficult? Then read up on accessibility so everyone can enjoy your website. Why would you apply a holistic SEO approach? Having an awesome website with high-quality content and great user experience will not instantly improve your ranking. In the long run, though, it will definitely affect your SEO positively. Attractive websites have a lower bounce rate, which is the rate at which people leave the website. People are less likely to stick around when they feel like the website isn't giving them what they're looking for. If the page looks secure and safe, it shows information clearly and it's quick to navigate, there's a higher chance people will stick around and browse. In addition, attractive websites have a much higher chance of receiving social media attention. When people share your site, Google will notice the social media attention it's receiving. This is good for your SEO. Awesome websites will also result in higher conversion rates. Conversion happens every time a visitor completes a desired action on your website, like buying a product. If your audience likes and understands your website, the chance of them buying your products or returning to your website is much higher. Now we know different aspects of a holistic SEO strategy. But how do you put that into practice? The upcoming example tells the story of Linda, who applies her skills and network and able to start optimizing her website. Example, what might an SEO beginner do? Linda is an ambitious potter who wants to expand her business and start a blog site about the work she does. This way, she hopes to establish some internet presence, which she hopes will inspire people to buy her ornate vases and build a bigger network. She puts in hours of work, designing a beautiful site. She did it all by herself, and she feels very proud. Yet, she discovers that the site doesn't get as much traffic as she would like. Linda wants to improve her site ranking on Google so more people will find it, but she's not sure how.
Image 2. Linda is an ambitious potter.
Linda talks to a few friends who work in marketing, and she gathers several options to climb the search platform ranks. 1. She could write quality blogs and improve her site's internal linking. 2. She could try to join or build a community that will provide her site with useful links. 3. She could improve her site speed. She decides to start off writing and publishing a blog about how traditional Dutch pottery inspires her because her shop customers have been asking her questions about that. She also writes a detailed how-to on building your own mini oven for baking pottery in your backyard. She was about to build one for her friend anyway. Linda puts relevant links to her own site in her blog. For her next move, Linda decides to scour internet forums for like-minded pottery bloggers, and she makes some new friends. By creating a community, they can help each other out. Not only by providing each other with links that make sense, but also by inspiring awesome new content. Lastly, she texts her tech-savvy aunt for some help. In exchange for a pottery lesson, her aunt shows Linda how she can optimize her website's speed. The load time of her page decreased noticeably just by downsizing some of the pictures she was using. Happy with the changes, Linda coaches her aunt in shaping her first bowl on the pottery wheel. At first, her ranking doesn't seem to change much. But, Linda continues. Working on her website. She diligently and holistically maintains her posts and pages. Sometimes it's hard to combine with her crafting, but she has a well-organized calendar to help her out. After some time, the search engine seems to pick up on her expertise and bumps up her ranking. Sweet success. 3. Don't use any tricks. Applying a holistic SEO approach means to stay away from short-term tactics. Tactics like these focus on trying to exploit loopholes in Google's algorithms, and they try to get websites to rank higher than they actually deserve. A few examples of these tricks are keyword stuffing. Some sites try to change their ranking by filling pages with unrelated keywords or numbers. These keywords often appear out of context, for example, in a list or group. Sometimes they even use white text to hide the fact that they are stuffing keywords. Link building. There's white hat link building, where you build an engaged community and promote your website to relevant people, but there are black hat strategies of link building as well. Some sites try to rank higher by buying links. This includes paying for links, but also sending someone a free product in exchange for a link. Page swapping. Page swapping is a trick for getting ranked for one page, and then, after the page has attained a good position in the search results, replacing that page for another.
Don't use short-term tactics or you will get penalized.
Google has updated its algorithms to account for these tricks, such as the Penguin update. You can read about these updates in the reading materials of the previous lesson. With the updates, fishy websites that used bad SEO tricks were heavily penalized. Using similar tactics can get you banned from Google for a significant period of time. What we want you to do is create a sustainable SEO strategy, which will not only have you rank today but in the long run as well. The better Google's algorithm becomes, the less effective these tactics will be. Key takeaways. SEO is the practice of optimizing websites to make them reach a high position in a search engine's search results. At Yoast, we believe that holistic SEO is the best way to become the best result because you focus on making every aspect of your site great. We advise you to not do any short-term tricks because, in the long run, this will have negative consequences for your ranking. Instead, we recommend you to practice sustainable SEO, where you keep the user in mind.